My name is Tyler Lindsay, and I am grateful. When I hear the word timeless, I think of not really being affected by what other people are doing. Being able to stick to your goals, stick to your plans, and not having to move to somebody else. My childhood. Well, I know I was blessed as a child. Two-parent household. I grew up in Temple Hills, Maryland, right up the street from Iverson Mall. And shout out Iverson Mall. I just grew up being able to. I was the youngest, so I was blessed to be able to learn from so many people. I was able to see people's mistakes. I was able to see people's successes, and feeling like I've been able to. Being able to apply what I've learned. My childhood was just, I never had to worry about anything, so it was a blessing. Growing up, I wanted to be a paleontologist. I loved dinosaurs growing up. I got to a certain point though, I realized I don't think they get paid that much money. So then I started really just, there's a certain point in my life I didn't even worry about what I wanted to do when I was growing up. My parents would ask me all the time. I would tell them, like, Mom, I'm just trying to get through the 5th grade. I'm just trying to get through the 6th grade. I pretty much say that every year until like senior year of high school. So I was just worried about the present for a long time.
So now, in your adulthood, what are you worried about? What are you saying to yourself on a daily?
I'm on a daily. I'm trying to leave some sort of legacy. I want to be remembered as someone who left their family with a solid foundation. But I'm also just trying to live a little bit for today. If I think too much ahead, then what am I doing for me? What am I doing for myself? So it's a little bit of both, especially in my 20s. I'm working on this transition from selfishness to like caring for other people, caring for somebody else. So trying to find this balance is what I've been working for a while now. So it's an interesting time. Yeah.
So, you just got married.
I did.
What do you think your wife says? Well, how do you think she describes you when you're not around?
My wife likes to say I'm a drama queen. Not gonna lie, but I'm really just like that around her. Like I get real animated around her, but I also believe she likes to tell people I'm passionate. Whatever I'm doing at the moment, I give it all I got, and so I'm pretty passionate. I don't know. Animated is funny. She thinks I'm animated. I don't know. I don't know where she gets that from, but if that's what she thinks, it's probably true. She knows more about me than I know about myself at the end of the day. So I appreciate her. She a real one. How do my parents describe? How do my family describe? That's a great question. I think my parents just think of me as funny. Like I think make my family smile. I think I provide that humor to the family. But I'm also hardworking, and I do think I make them proud. You know, that I'm the person in the family they, you know, have no problem talking about. I'm sure there's some people in your family that when the name come up, it's a little bit like, but I don't, you know, they like, yeah, Tyler's doing good. Tyler's married, got a job, he's all right. And I think that's what I'm most proud of, to be honest. Like, I just provide my family with the least amount of stress as possible. That's like one of my goals. Like, they really don't have to worry about me.
You said they don't have to worry about you. So growing up, that was your main goal, like doing all that you could do, so your parents won't have to stress or think too much about you.
Yes. I remember my pops telling me a story about when he decided to go to the military, and he said he really did that because he just wanted his mother to like never have to provide him with a meal again. Like, he just didn't want to be a burden. And I'm pretty much, I try to be the same way. Like, they've done so much for me, so I just try at the least not to be a burden on them. And I'm hoping I can later on be an asset. Like, be able to do stuff for them. Like, I would love to take them on like pay for them to go on a vacation, or like do other things just to show them that, you know, I really appreciated what they did, the sacrifices they made. My wife, my wife is most definitely my best friend. And it's not even just because we're married, but she really does look out for me. Even before we was married, like, she always wanted to hang out with me. You know, as much as, you know, I do have some good friends that, like, you know, my fellas, I love them to death, but there really is nobody that looks out for me as much as my wife, so that is my best friend. What makes me smile, laugh, man? Being around good people, being around, you know, really good people. That's one. Gogo makes me smile. I was driving the other day and then turned on gogo and I just started smiling. Man, I hate to be cliche, you know, my wife. Like, I'm not even trying to say all this because she here, but it's true. You know, that's all I really need is some good music, good people, and my wife. You know, so those three things right there. Oh man, God, knowing that I got God with me, there ain't no real problems, to be honest with you. So that's what brings, you know, joy and peace in my life, which makes me smile in the end. So.
So for those who are like struggling, trying to find peace and happiness on a regular, do you have any advice for them, or?
Well, I think you need to separate peace and happiness. Those are two different things. You know, happiness is definitely a feeling that comes and goes. Peace is something that is what get you through the tough times. You need peace in order to go through times, trials and tribulations. So peace and happiness are definitely two different things. When you can separate those, and knowing that when I'm going through something tough, there's a peace within me to knowing that, I'm gonna get through this, or knowing that certain things are just out of your control, so you have to let it go. That's definitely a point that I'm working on getting to, knowing that, I can't help everybody, knowing that just sometimes you just understanding that if it's not in my control, then I'm not going to worry myself about it. I'm not going to stress over it. That's just going to make, because stress can tear your body down in a serious way.
You getting emotional?
Nah. So for people, just differentiate peace and happiness, and understand that you can always have peace, but happiness is going to come and go. I'm definitely not. I wish I try. I feel like there's a time and place for everything, so but not all the time. I think I've been doing it more as I gotten older. I cried the other day watching 911. Well, I almost cried. I caught myself. I was like, this just made me emotional. But I've grown up. I grew up that way, not really showing that emotion. I've showed other emotion. I show emotion of anger. I've showed emotion of like excitement and all that stuff. But being like crying is just not something I grew up being allowed to do as a man. Playing football, you just don't let that out unless it's a victory, unless something really good happened, then you can do it. But anything else is like, nah, you gotta suck that up and keep moving.
So what do you do like when those feelings arise and you feel like you have to cry, but then your past self and all the things you have been taught not to cry? How do you navigate through those feelings?
It's really all about the time and place for me. The last time I really cried, like really cried, when my aunt passed, and I'm in church, I'm at the funeral, just like trying to stay strong. Normally I have, I'm thinking as a man, like, nah, you stay strong for the family, you keep it together because everybody else. But it's like, nah, this is my time for me to mourn someone who I love dearly. So I'm recognizing, when you have that opportunity, when it's like the time for you to let it out. There's no point of trying to hold it in or hold this fake facade when something, has really happened to you in a real way, But, I don't know. I'm working on that. I'm still 20. I'm 26. I still have a lot of learning to do, especially like emotionally. And I don't know. I don't know when. I don't know how to like work on that emotion. I feel like I'm almost, I don't want to say stuck in my ways, but that's something that is a whole relearning I would have to do. I don't know if I'm ready for that.
You're not ready.
Because I feel like I'm not at a point of success yet, but what has gotten me to where I'm at is certain principles that I feel like, I don't know if they're good or bad, but it's gotten me to where I'm at. I would have to really take the time to retool and relearn. I hate complainers. I hate complainers. I hate people who take advantage of other people. There's a specific example, but I won't get into it on the camera. I will talk to you about it the other way, but I'm really not a fan of people that complain. There's, because there's always somebody else going through it worse, or your situation is not that bad when to like just sit there and pout about it, because there's always something you can do. In my mind, I'm working on empathy. Like when I speak on this, it's like, some people may say I'm a little mean sometimes. So like, I'm not empathizing with the person, but it's like, honestly, there's somebody else going through a situation worse than you. So you need to just figure that out. Am I wrong? Love is a choice. Like after doing a lot of work on myself, you realize that, and being married, you realize love is a consistent choice every day to, do something for the person you, do something for somebody you truly care about, and let them, show them an affection that you're special, you're important. It can't just be a feeling that's not shown. You have to express it. As a married man, it's something I have to express consistently to the person I'm married to, that I love her. So it's almost an obligation at this point to show, to make the decision to, love my wife, or love my family, love my, my friends. You have to, even just make a decision to call somebody, make a decision to just send a text like, man, I hope you're doing well. It's a choice.
That's deep. So let's talk about self-love. Would you say that you have love for self? And how important is that to you?
It's very interesting. I don't know if I have a lot of love for self. I have like confidence in myself. I feel like that's two different things. Like I have very much confidence in myself to know that I can do whatever I put my mind to if I apply myself. Like I feel like self-love is correlated with how well you like doing something for you. I don't know if it's a selfish thing, but I don't find myself as like that selfish of a person. Like I don't really like when people do things for me. I'd much rather, I'm always like, would rather do things for someone else. I don't feel like I ask a lot of people, for my friends, like if you just hit me up and say, what's up, like we straight, you got no problems with me, but doing things for myself, I think for me that's always come with like for instance, I'm trying to do this thing where I'm just reading, but I don't know if that's self-love or am I reading so I can try to make some money? Like, does something else need to come with it? Like I work out. I don't know if I work out for self. Of course I work out for a healthier me, but it's more to like stay alive long and like so for other people. It's something that I haven't really taken a look like. I feel like I'm always looking for the next thing, and maybe maybe I do. I probably do need to just, worry, reflect on myself. I guess I don't even know how to define self-love in a way, but that's where I'm at.
So you said you're always finding yourself looking for the next thing. Can you elaborate on that a little bit more? Like, what are you looking for?
My next goal in life, for most of my life up until now, there's always been something that I'm doing that I'm trying to reach. So you go to school, and at the end, you get to the end, you get to go to the next grade. College, you end with a degree. Okay, there's more school. You can get another degree. All right, so what happens when it's just life? So
What happens?
that's the question. That's where I'm at. That's what I'm trying to figure out. Is there anything I can? Of course, there's things I want to do, but is there anything like that I can do that's impactful? What can I do to, like, at the end, that I can say, like, yeah, I did that. I can look back on it and be proud. All my life, people tell you go to school, get a degree. What's after that? So that's where I'm sitting. I need to take more time to meditate and just listen for that voice. God comes to you in whispers most of the time. So it's like you gotta take the time out to go and listen for it. It's not just gonna come to you.
So let's say you achieve all your goals within like the next 2 years. Get the house you want, the money you want, been to all the trips that you desire. This is within the next 2 years.
Okay.
This is you.
Yeah.
You achieved every single thought, every single goal that you ever came to your mind. You achieved it.
Yeah.
What's next?
Well, my marriage is always a consistent goal, like every day. I really believe I can, like, part of me, I'm a big family man. I'm a big family guy. I believe the family is like the anchor of Black people. I don't really worry myself with other communities, but for my Black community, I feel like the family, having a strong family can change a lot of things, and that starts with, your marriage, or whatever you believe. But for me, it starts with your marriage. And so, my marriage is a goal that never really, I do a lot, like, not only is my goals important to me, but helping my wife achieve hers is another step. What do you do for other people? Being a servant is one of the best things you can be. Air Force Base right there. Okay, am I good?
Mm-hmm.
Being able to serve someone else is one of the most commendable things that a man can do. So even if I accomplish everything I wanted to accomplish, I can still, at the end of the day, it's what you do for other people that really matters. So even if I did, I still have to be a husband every day. I still gotta be a son to my parents. Still gotta be a brother or a friend. So
now let's get into the self-care and the self-love again.
Mm-hmm.
How often would you say that you took time for yourself to look inward and to, you know, just really create a space and time for you to take care of your own self?
I would say once a year at the least, which normally on my birthday. I've been taking the time, at least on my birthday, to, you know, get a petty, you know, just drive around and just reflect. Thank God for another year, you know, try to listen to, you know, what he wants me to do. Trying to figure out how to, I guess, relax. It's a good question. I don't know if I've ever really made a space. If I did, you know, it would have to be something where I take 5 minutes and just sit still, just try to breathe deep, focus on something, and just see what happens. But it's not, I don't really do like a consistent day where I'm taking care of myself. I probably should. No, there's no probably. I should do that. I should do that. I don't know. I never. I don't even know what that looked like. I've never seen anybody. Not that I know. Like in my family, that wasn't a thing. I never knew anybody say, "Oh, I'm a self-love day." I never grew up seeing that. I don't know how that works. So I'm just starting to learn that that's a thing.
So how often would you like to do it then? You said once a year. So what is your ideal?
An ideal self-care, self-love schedule type thing will probably be once a month. I don't like to focus on myself.
But why? You're in your body.
I just don't. I'm in my body, but I'm here to help other people. So as much as I should take the time to do that, I'm more here to serve. It just feels like focusing on myself, it just feels a little too selfish. That's like a play on word, but like, is self-care selfishness? Like, is selfishness okay? Is that a positive thing to be selfish at times? Because there's so many negative connotations that come with it. Selfishness, growing up, selfishness is like, it's a negative thing. Why are you so selfish? Why are you eating all the biscuits? That's how I grew up. Selfishness was not related to, you know, self-care. It was just related to putting yourself, like, not worrying about other people. So I don't know. That's interesting.
So if you had that once a month day, like completely to yourself, what would it look like?
Perfect day to me, man. Wow. Let me wake up and put on some good music. You know, I'll probably start my day with some cold. Have me a nice breakfast. I'm talking like biscuits, grits, you know, all the fixes. Just take a walk outside. I'm hoping the weather's good. Like, not too cold, not too hot. Probably sometime either early fall, like late spring, mid-spring or something. I'm just like walking with music in my head, or even at some point I'm gonna turn the music off and just listen, you know. weird. It feel like if it's just me, would it be something where it's just me? I gotta figure out what to do with myself for a whole 24
This
hours.
is your day. Drew's not here.
Oh man, that's
She
crazy.
is
That's crazy.
hanging with me
Yeah.
all day. Whole house.
I gotta do something to make myself laugh. Then I'll probably watch 85 South Show and just you know, just laugh. Gotta let that out. Man, I would probably just I might just get in my car and drive around the Beltway. I like, you know, just to drive. I gotta get some wings. Put some marble sauce on wings. I don't know. It's weird. Yeah, I never even thought about that. It's gotta be music, food. You know. And look, I'm still moving around. Like even through all that, I'm moving. I feel like I'm moving too much. I can't just sit down. You know, because when I sit down, I start watching something. Now I feel like I'm wasting time. But I don't know. Figuring out that balance. The 20s is interesting. Okay, I have to eat this meal like every day.
Mm-hmm.
I have to eat this meal every day. I'm gonna die real quick. But I'm gonna just my favorite meal. I'm gonna just say my favorite meal. My favorite meal is my mama's fried chicken. Specifically, my mama's mac and cheese. Collard greens, crab legs. That's my meal.
That's it.
Oh, my bad. You gotta have some sweet tea. Arizona. And yeah. Sweet tea, fried chicken, mac and cheese, some collard greens with the bacon in it. And crab legs, man. That's my meal. That's what I'm going with. What's your grandfather say? I watched the video.
I switched the questions up, so he didn't get that question.
Oh, okay.
I try to cater them to, the personalities. But there's still like general parts I like to touch on.
Got you.
So soul food, you pretty much did a traditional like soul food like, meal.
Yeah.
And is that because you're black or is just,
I mean, that's just what it represents a celebration. It represents like a good day, a holiday, a day where I've done something special, or my mother made fried chicken, mac and cheese. She didn't just make that. That's not happening every day. Like that meal is because it's a birthday or it's Christmas, it's Thanksgiving. People, I'm surrounded by people. That meal brings a feeling. That meal brings memories. And it brings all that stuff with it. So it's not just because it's good, it's just a sign that like today is a special day. It was interesting because 2020 brought up a lot of questions that I've been pondering. what is the role of a black man in 2021, or in this age of society? What is the role of a black man? Because black women are doing their thing. Like, black women are really on the forefront of the black community, like, as a whole. So it's like, what is my role? What is my purpose in this whole thing? Like, what are we supposed to do? I think it's what we should have been doing all the time. The whole time is really, putting ourselves in that servant role. Like, how can we serve the black woman? Like, what can I do to help them? Like, you gotta be able to adapt and adjust. If you have too much pride to see that black women are creators, black women give life, black women have always been the backbone. If you're too ignorant to see that, then I don't think you have that role as a man yet. Like, you have to, once you see that, and you realize you have to do, our role should be just whatever we can do to help support the black woman, and that's just gonna elevate us. That's just gonna elevate you as a man. But making it, being able to make it out of Corona, or still making it, still alive right now, I'm like, I want to, as a black man, do what I can to give, like, black women a platform, help whatever platform a black woman has. I want to be someone who does that, and someone who changes, like, the way we view the black, like, a black woman is, like, just special. And no offense to any other race, I don't like, black women just strong, man. They're strong, they're smart, gifted. They just know how to they can adapt. They adapt to any environment and make the most out of it. Like, I just don't see that with other people. They're able to take care of somebody else and then go still be successful. Like, man, it's dope. It's dope to witness. I see my mother, like my mother puts, like, deal with my father. Like, that's just a strong black woman in general. For years, like, the fact that my mother would wake up and take me to school at 6 in the morning. I know she didn't want to get up. School don't start till, I had to be there till 7:30. Like, she would get up before me, make me a breakfast so I can go to school early and work out. Like, seeing her and the sacrifices she made, and then I'm now seeing her, like, really getting her bag and do things that she wants to do. It's, man, like, it's so commendable. It's just, what else can you say, man. So yeah, that's me as a black man in 2021. Like, what can I do to help a black woman?
And so what do you think you should be doing?
Well, for one, stay out their way. Like, stay out of their way. This is not the time to, like, tear anybody down or try to tell them what they should be doing. Like, if you ask me, I will help. But you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna stay out their way. I'm not about to, I'm all about, gotta be all about positivity, and then, like, the constant uplifting is just where I'm at, Like if you doing it as a black woman, you doing something, making moves. Like, hey, I see you, I respect you. If there's anything I do to help, let me know. If not, bet. Do your thing. Do your thing. You know. That's what it's all about to me. Just like, yeah. Because if you try to get in their way, you're gonna get ran over. I'd rather be part of the other group.
Just get in line.
Yeah. Oh man.
So let's talk about, okay, you talked about your role in helping black women. So how are you helping, what do you think you have to do in order to help your brothers, like your black men, your community? Like, what do you think your responsibility is?
Men learn differently. Black men really do learn differently. You know, I feel like I'm generalizing these groups, but a lot of people I know as black men, you gotta let them learn, live and learn. The most that I can be is an example. And part of that comes with pressure to like not do nothing that, you know, will make other black men go another route. But I mean, I know there's certain brothers I do keep in touch with, certain, like, I got some like little homies that I do keep under my wing. Like, I give them tips on, like, here's some books you should read, or man, just hope you're doing well, you know, hey, make sure you do this and that. But for the most part, man, it's just, as a man, you just gotta lead by example. Your words, your actions has to speak louder than your words if you're gonna do things to help uplift your brothers. Your action gotta speak louder. Am I looking to be accepted in this world?
As a black man.
As a black man. That's an interesting question. I don't know about accepted. I just want to be safe. I just want to be okay to be black and know that I don't have to get, you know, I won't get killed just for being who I am. Like, as a black man in 2021, I'm just trying to get home safely. Like, that is really it. But that's been what we've been trying to do for years, forever, pretty much. As a black man, get home safely. It's a constant. Even for me, I grew up in the suburb. I grew up outside of the city. I don't know if it's genetics or just the way I grew up, but it's a constant looking over your shoulder. And you know, even for somebody who didn't grow up in the hood, I don't know if this is just the way we were taught, or if we, is that my, hang that up. Should I answer it?
Yes.
Hey, Ma. Hey, I'm calling to ask you, can you help your parents out over here?
What you need?
Can you bring us something to eat?
What you want?
I want the mesa.
All right, this is your options. This is your options. You gotta get something that delivers. And whatever delivers, I want you to get it. Let me know how much it costs, and I'll cash it.
Okay, something that delivers. Well, does Jersey Mike deliver?
They deliver through like I think they deliver through like DoorDash or one of those apps. So,
do you have those apps?
I could figure it out. And so if you want Jersey Mike's, if you want Jersey Mike's, text us what you want. We'll figure it out. We'll get it delivered to you.
Okay, that's fine. I don't want Jersey Mike's. I want the Beza.
We'll figure it out.
Daddy wants Jersey Mike's.
Okay, we'll figure it out.
So what else Jersey Mike's do? Do Jersey Mike's do tuna fish? Okay, I'll do something tuna fish.
All right. I'm in the middle of
I'm on Jersey Mike's, but how y'all doing anyway?
I'm good. Brittany over here doing her timeless man thing with me.
Hey,
Oh,
mama.
I'm sorry. Hey, Britt.
You good. This is good content.
I hyped you up, man. I talked about you. I showed you some love.
Lord.
Nah, I showed you some love, man. I showed you some
At
love.
least I know I'm famous.
I showed you some love, man.
Who else is over there?
Sierra.
Hey, Sierra, how you doing?
Good.
How's school?
Coming along.
She said it's coming along.
Okay, well, let me go. So you doing your thing.
Hey, mama, how do you describe me to other people?
I describe you to other people as ambitious, smart, kind, sometimes a little forward, but that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. I think you got the gift of exhortation.
Exhortation.
Yes, so that's not a bad thing. Sometimes it's not, sometimes it can be, you know?
Yeah.
But for the most part, it is good. Yeah. Not saying that you don't have a good heart, your heart's just a little
cold.
cold. You know, Taurus has a more warm heart. Even though I wish, but I'm looking at it, and you know.
Okay.
Sometimes the way Taurus heart is, I feel like people can take advantage of him more.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha. I appreciate that, man.
Okay.
I work on that cold-hearted thing. I gotta take some time to treat myself, but yeah, that might help me with other people. You know what I'm saying? I'm a cold-blooded individual. So text Drew your orders, whether it's mezzo or whatever. And if we can't get delivered, then I might get in the car. I might hop in the car. We got y'all. We got y'all.
Oh, so you said Meza, so I could do Meza.
See, yeah, just say what you want, and then we'll adjust from there. If they don't deliver, I'll let you know.
I appreciate you guys. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
She calls and be like, I'm just seeing how you, because I'll be like, yeah, man, what made you call? And she's like, I just want to see how you doing. I'm like, oh, I appreciate that. She said, I hope I don't call every time if I want something from you. And I'm like, nah, but some people do.
You right.
Some people do. I'm getting used to people actually like caring about how I'm doing. It's weird.
We care.
Yeah, no, I know. I appreciate it.
Record.
Let's get it done.
What's the questions?
Black man in this world.
What did you say?
I just want safety, to be honest with you. I don't really care about being accepted. I just want safety. I want to be able to be black without having to look over my shoulder and worry about police or really anybody just trying to take my life. I've seen it's not only affected, it's giving people who not even in those situations PTSD. You know, when my father saw what was it, Ahmaud Arbery being shot just going jogging, I've never seen that I've never seen those situations affect my father before. My father don't even want me to go jogging in my neighborhood. I never thought he would say anything like that, telling me, go to a track and go jogging. Like, that was the weirdest thing I heard coming out of his mouth in a long time. And so I just want to be safe. That's it. Being accepted, I'm not sure what accepted really mean. I I don't really care too much what people think about me. Most people's opinions do not matter to me. So, but just let me move around without having to worry about what's behind me. As a black man, I'll be fine. Oh man. Alright, there's a scripture in the Bible that I use as like my foundation. You know, be anxious for nothing, but in all things, let your requests be made known unto God. Now, be anxious for nothing is a like foundation for me. Really, like anxiety is something that can take a hold of you and can either make you do things you didn't think you can, you know. It can put your body through so much. Like, just try to do your best to, you know, not be anxious. There's a difference between like anxiety and stress. I feel like stress can be good, stress can be bad. But understanding how to let go, I feel like there's a lot more than one thing, but that's all part of like not being anxious. Learning how to let go. Don't hold in anger. Don't hold in like other people's stresses, other people's anxiety. Don't let what other people are doing mess up what you have going on. Yeah, man, I've seen it too much, man. I've seen like my family just stress over other people, and then it's affecting their bodies, it's affecting their minds. You just have to let go and make sure that whatever you're doing, you know, get it done, man. Execute, yeah. Be anxious for nothing. That's what it comes down to. But it's so crazy. There's so much that comes into play with that. So be anxious for nothing. You do that by letting go. Let go, let God. There we go. If this was my last day on earth, I want you to know I'm a black man. I love my wife, number 2, and I did everything I could to always evolve. I did everything I could to get better on a consistent basis. That's what I want you to remember about me.